And welcome to the post-game show, the Coach's Corner post-game show, coming to you live from Williams-Brice Stadium. The word of the hour right now is shock and disbelief, and I'll be the first one to admit that right now. The South Carolina Gamecocks fall to Missouri by the score of 21-20. I left the press box with 7 minutes to go in the game after South Carolina had just scored to go up 20-7, and looked at the lady sitting next to me in the press box and said that ought to pretty much do it, because Missouri had done nothing all night. By the time I get to the field, there were timeouts. South Carolina was getting ready to kick off. I get to the field, take the elevator down, and see a kickoff, but I look out on the field and it's not South Carolina kicking off, it's Missouri kicking off. So in the time it took me to catch the elevator, come from the press box down to the field, Missouri had already got the ball back and within a couple of plays scored to make it 20-14. And this was with about 5 minutes to go in the game. South Carolina got the ball back, was unable to pick up first downs, had a quick 3 and out. Missouri gets the ball back with good field position, and on fourth down is able to punch it in and gets the PAT, the all-important PAT. And if you think back, the kicker from Missouri had missed a game-winning or tying field goal in overtime last year, had missed a field goal earlier tonight in this one, had missed several kicks in a row, but split the uprights with the all-important extra point to give Missouri a 21-20 lead. I'm still sitting here thinking South Carolina's got a minute 35 seconds to go. All they need is a field goal. They got Elliott Fry, who's got 50-yard distance, but South Carolina comes with a 4 and out, is unable to put anything together on 4 incomplete passes, and Missouri runs out the clock. And the Gamecock fans, and myself included, know how Missouri felt last year after leading pretty much the whole game, having it in the bag before the Connor Shaw miracle. Well, this year, the Matty Mock miracle comes back as Missouri is able to come from behind in the last 7 minutes with 2 touchdowns after not doing anything the entire ball game. South Carolina had 10 straight stops in the game and had forced 10 straight punts before Missouri rallies with 2 late touchdowns in the game to defeat the Gamecocks by the score of 21-20. A crushing loss, again, has left the fans and a lot of the players in disbelief tonight, though. But South Carolina will have to rally and will come back. They'll go on the road to take on a Kentucky team who found their first SEC victory in several years as they were able to defeat the Vanderbilt Commodores today by the score of 17-7. But it will be interesting to see how the Gamecocks will come back and bounce back after a total domination for 3 quarters and then collapse in the last 7 minutes. After playing very well, you got to give Missouri credit. It was not really a matter of South Carolina messing up. It was just a matter of Missouri making the plays going down the stretch. South Carolina on the offensive side did have mental errors tonight. Several times in third and short with less than a foot to go or less than a yard to go, jumped off sides. They had a dropped wide open touchdown in the end zone tonight too that they ended up only getting a field goal on that drive. 4 points. It would have been huge though, but several positions, skill positions, did not play well. We don't call names, but did not play well tonight. Had several drop passes right in their hands that could have kept drives alive, though. But you got to wonder a little bit there. The concentration was totally there by all of the players in a key game and a key situation, though. Some individual statistics tonight. Mike Davis went over 100 yards on 22 carries. He did have 1 touchdown on a 17-yard run. Dylan Thompson was 21 of 37 for 219, but was a little bit erratic tonight with his passes and felt like that he could have read the coverages a little bit better, though. But, again, the Gamecocks battled tonight, but you got to give the credit to Missouri. After a crushing loss last year to the Gamecocks, Missouri comes to town and returns the favor to the Gamecocks. Steve Spurrier said post-game that it happened so quick when South Carolina scored on the touchdown pass that he was kicking himself, saying he wished he had gone for 2 at that point, and realized after it was too late that they really should have gone for 2, though. But he really was anticipating South Carolina having to kick a field goal to go up 16-7 at that point. They got the great touchdown pass reception by Pharaoh Cooper and kicked the extra point before anybody on the sidelines even realized, hey, maybe we ought to go for 2 in this situation and make it 2-possession game, but they didn't. And, again, you got to give credit where credit's due, and that was to the Missouri Tigers, who win the Battle of the Carolinas tonight at Williams-Brice Stadium. South Carolina goes on the road again and takes on the University of Kentucky Always a tough place to play up there for the Gamecocks, but they'll play Kentucky. Will not return home until several weeks till they have homecoming against Furman, though. Not a good story. Again, still, I'm in shock. Total shock. And again, I'll be honest with you, I'm not surprised lots of times on how games can come out, but I honestly thought this one was in the bag when I left the press box. Told the lady up there, though. But in coaching, never saw this one coming. Thought the Gamecocks were in total control of this game, but you never know. That's why you play the games on grass, not on paper, and that's why you play the games, period. Reporting for Cox Sports Broadcasting, I am the coach, Dick Cox.